Bomber aircraft have revolutionized military strategy, serving as powerful tools of aerial warfare. Designed to deliver devastating air-to-ground weaponry, whether through bombs, torpedoes, or air-launched cruise missiles, these aircraft have played pivotal roles in shaping modern conflict. The history of bombers dates back to the Italo-Turkish War, where bombs were first dropped from the skies, with widespread deployment following in the First and Second World Wars. These early missions saw bombers inflicting immense damage on cities, towns, and rural areas alike. Over time, bombers have evolved from blunt instruments of destruction to highly sophisticated platforms capable of precision strikes and delivering nuclear payloads. With that legacy in mind, here's a look at the most formidable bomber aircraft in the world today. Sukhoi Su-34. The Sukhoi Su-34 is a Russian twin-engine, twin-seat, all-weather, supersonic fighter bomber initially developed in the Soviet Union. Designed for medium-range strike missions, it first flew in 1990 for the Soviet Air Forces and officially joined the Russian Air Force in 2014. Serving as a frontline bomber in Russia's strategic aviation, the Su-34 is optimized for tactical ground and naval strikes, interdiction roles, and engagement with small mobile targets on both solo and group missions. It can operate day or night in varied weather conditions and in hostile environments with counter-fire and electronic warfare defenses in place. Equipped with auxiliary fuel tanks and in-flight refueling capability, the Su-34 offers an extended range, comparable to medium strategic bombers. It can carry up to 18,000 pounds of ordnance, including guided bombs CABE 500L, CABE 500KR, and CABE 1500L/KR, incendiary bombs, unguided bombs, cluster munitions, a 30mm cannon, as well as guided and unguided missiles for air-to-air and air-to-surface combat. Its advanced aerodynamics and AL-31F bypass engines allow for a top speed of 1,180 miles per hour, with a standard operational range of 700 miles and a ferry range of up to 2,500 miles. Sukhoi Su-24M. The Sukhoi Su-24M is a Soviet-era, all-weather supersonic tactical bomber, notable for its variable sweep wing, twin engines, and side-by-side seating for its two-person crew. As the USSR's first aircraft with an integrated digital navigation and attack system, the Su-24M set a new standard in Soviet tactical aviation. Produced by Sukhoi in Russia, it is designed to deliver bombs and missiles against both ground and naval targets. The first Su-24M took flight in June 1979, entered serial production in 1981, and was officially inducted into service by 1983. An export variant, the Su-24MK, was supplied to several nations, including Algeria, Libya, Iran, Iraq, and Syria, with production concluding in 1993. The Su-24M carries a GSH 623 M23mm cannon and a combat payload of up to 18,000 pounds, which includes 120 S880mm rockets and blocks, along with high-explosive fragmentation bombs such as 10 OFAB 500 SHR, 1,100 pounds each, or 16 OFAB 250 SHN, 550 pounds each. With a maximum speed of 1,050 miles per hour, the Su-24M has a range of up to 1,800 miles when equipped with 2 additional fuel tanks. Xi'an H-6. The Xi'an H-6 is a strategic bomber used by the Chinese People's Liberation Army Air Force and is a Chinese-built variant of the Soviet Tupolev Tu-16. Originally produced under license, the H-6 has become the primary bomber of the PLF, with missile-carrying versions also operated by the PLA Navy, with the first Chinese-manufactured H-6 entering service in 1969. The latest model, the H-6N, features extensive upgrades, including aerial refueling capabilities and the ability to carry air-launched cruise missiles, which, according to the US Department of Defense, provides the PLAAF with enhanced long-range offensive capabilities with precision-guided munitions. The H-6's internal weapon bay can accommodate up to 20,000 pounds of bombs, with payload options ranging from 550 pound to 613-pound general-purpose bombs or a single nuclear weapon. The aircraft is also armed with two 23mm cannons and anti-ship or air-to-surface missiles. The H-6 has a cruise speed of 494 miles per hour and a range of approximately 3,728 miles. An advanced version, the H-6K, was introduced in 2013, featuring new turbofan engines for improved performance. Tupolev Tu-95. The Tupolev Tu-95 is a turboprop-powered strategic bomber and missile carrier developed by Tupolev. Its prototype first flew in November 1952, and the aircraft entered service with the Soviet Union's long-range aviation in 1957. It remains in operation with the Russian Aerospace Forces and is projected to serve until at least 2040. The Tu-95 is armed with 23mm cannons and can carry a combat payload of up to 33,000 pounds, including air-to-surface missiles and bombs. The current operational variant, the Tu-95MS, is a bomber and missile carrier utilized by the Russian Air Force. Powered by Nk-12M turboprop engines, which drive four AB-60K coaxial propellers, the Tu-95 is unique as the only operational strategic bomber with a turboprop power plant. It achieves a maximum speed of 520 miles per hour and has an impressive range of 10,000 miles. Tupolev Tu-22M. The Tu-22M is a supersonic, long-range strategic and maritime bomber developed by Tupolev as an evolution of the earlier Tu-22 design. Currently operated by the Russian Air Force and Russian Naval Aviation, the Tu-22M was also previously used by India, Ukraine, and the Soviet Union. The bomber's first flight took place in 1969, and it officially entered service in 1972. It saw combat deployment during the Soviet-Afghan War from 1987 to 1989, and a total of 497 units were produced. The Tu-22M is crewed by 4 members and achieves a top speed of 1,300 miles per hour, with a maximum tactical range of 1,400 miles. It has a maximum takeoff weight of 124 tons and is armed with a variety of missiles and bombs, including Kh-22 standoff missiles, 6 Kh-15 nuclear or Kh-15P anti-radar missiles, Kh-31A/P, and Kh-35 air-to-surface missiles, as well as approximately 3 tons of free-fall bombs, making it a versatile platform for both strategic and tactical missions. B-52 Stratofortress. The B-52 Stratofortress is a long-range strategic heavy bomber built by Boeing and operated by the US Air Force and NASA. It holds the record as the longest-serving combat aircraft in the US military, supporting missions such as air interdiction, maritime strike, and offensive counter-air operations, with notable use in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Superior performance at high subsonic speeds and relatively low operating costs have kept this bomber in service despite the development of more advanced strategic bombers. The B-52's maiden flight occurred in April 1952, and it officially entered service in 1954. Boeing produced a total of 744 units across 12 variants. The latest model, the B-52H, has a maximum takeoff weight of 488,000 pounds and a mixed payload capacity of 70,000 pounds, allowing it to carry free-fall bombs, cluster munitions, precision-guided missiles, and joint direct attack munitions. It achieves speeds of up to 650 miles per hour, an unrefueled range exceeding 10,000 miles, and altitudes above 50,000 feet. The aircraft is manned by a crew of 5 and powered by 8 Pratt & Whitney TF-33 turbofan engines. B-1B Lancer. The Rockwell B-1 Lancer, nicknamed the Bone, is a supersonic variable sweep wing heavy bomber operated by the United States Air Force. Designed as a long-range strategic bomber, the B-1B is a modernized version of the B-1A, featuring reduced radar signature for improved survivability. Originally conceived in the 1960s to combine the Mach 2 speed of the B-58 Hustler with the range and payload of the B-52, the B-1 was intended to replace both aircraft. After extensive development, the B-1B first flew in October 1984. The B-1B became a key asset for conventional weapons missions in the 1990s, including its deployment to RAF Fairford, England, during Operation Allied Force in Kosovo in 1999. It carries a 4-member crew and boasts the largest internal payload bay of any bomber. Powered by 4 General Electric F-101 GE102 turbofan engines, it can fly at speeds up to Mach 1.2 at sea level and reach altitudes over 30,000 feet. The B-1B can carry a wide array of munitions, including 84 Mark 82 conventional 500-pound bombs, 30 CBU-87, 89, 97 cluster munitions, or 24 Joint Direct Attack munitions. It is also capable of deploying the AGM-69, a nuclear short-range attack missile, underscoring its versatility in both conventional and strategic roles. Tupolev Tu-160. The Tu-160 Blackjack is a supersonic variable sweep wing heavy strategic bomber developed by the Tupolev Design Bureau in the Soviet Union during the 1970s. Designed as a nuclear-capable airborne missile platform, it is operated by the long-range aviation branch of the Russian Aerospace Forces. Manufactured by Tupolev and the Kazan Aircraft Production Association, the Tu-160 is built for both nuclear and conventional missions and primarily serves the Russian Air Force, with 8 variants available. The Tu-160's maiden flight occurred in December 1981, and it officially entered service in April 1987. Capable of all-weather, day and night operations across various geographic regions, the aircraft has 2 large weapon bays that can carry up to 40 tons of free-fall bombs, 12 Kh-55 MS missiles, or 24 Kh-15P short-range nuclear missiles. The bomber is equipped with an in-flight refueling system and is powered by 4 Kuznetsov NK-32 turbofan engines, reaching maximum speeds of 1,400 miles per hour and a range of 7,500 miles. B-2 Spirit Stealth Bomber. The Northrop B-2 Spirit, commonly known as the Stealth Bomber, is an American heavy strategic bomber designed with advanced stealth technology to evade dense anti-aircraft defenses. Built as a subsonic flying wing and operated by a crew of 2, the B-2 was developed by Northrop, later Northrop Grumman, with major subcontractors Boeing, Hughes, and Vought. Produced from 1987 to 2000, the B-2 is capable of delivering both conventional and thermonuclear weapons, including up to 8,500-pound JDAM GPS-guided bombs or 16-2 400-pound B-83 nuclear bombs. It remains the only active bomber capable of carrying large air-to-surface standoff weapons in a stealth configuration. Primarily operated by the U.S. Air Force, the B-2's long-range capabilities and low observability allow it to penetrate sophisticated air defense networks. 20 B-2S remain operational at Whiteman Air Force Base, Missouri, and they have been deployed in missions such as Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2003 and Operation Odyssey Dawn in Libya in 2011. The B-2 features a generic weapons interface system supporting a 40,000-pound payload of various munitions. It can operate at altitudes up to 50,000 feet with an unrefueled range of over 6,000 nautical miles, extendable to 10,000 nautical miles with refueling. The aircraft is compatible with conventional and nuclear bombs, precision-guided munitions, AGM-129 advanced cruise missiles, approximately 80 JDAMs, and Boeing's massive ordnance penetrator bombs. Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider. The Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider is an advanced American strategic bomber under development for the United States Air Force as part of the Long Range Strike Bomber program. Designed as a stealth, intercontinental strategic bomber, it will be capable of delivering both conventional and thermonuclear weapons. The B-21 is named Raider, in tribute to the Doolittle Raiders of World War II. It is intended to replace the Rockwell B-1 Lancer and the Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit by 2040, with the potential to succeed the Boeing B-52 Stratofortress later. Planning for the B-21 began in 2011, and Northrop Grumman was awarded the development contract in 2015. Initially slated for service in the mid-2020s, its entry date shifted to 2027 as of 2021. Details about the program remain highly classified, although some information has been disclosed since 2015. The B-21 was publicly unveiled on December 2, 2022 at Northrop Grumman's production facility in Palmdale, California. Its first flight occurred on November 10, 2023. By September 2024, 3 airworthy B-21s were actively involved in testing, marking significant progress in its development.